Hello, I'm Barns Courtney, and you're watching AMBY, you saucy wenches.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Barns Courtney. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Awesome. How have you been?
Wonderful, thank you. I've been traveling many places and seeing many faces. It's been glorious. Today I traveled up from another place, the name of which I've forgotten.
Time just flies, doesn't it? You don't know where you are, which day it is.
I know nothing of the days of the week or the months of the year.
Well, we are here in Toronto today, but you actually arrived here last night, so what have you been up to? Kind of take us through.
What did I do last night? God, we were exhausted. The drives have been insane. We've not been getting a lot of sleep. So we all kind of like climbed into the van and just found the nearest restaurant. Went to some Korean place, drank a little bit of sake, and our hotel rooms were like apartments. So
okay.
Yeah, just kind of felt like I was in a nice environment for a second, because this tour has been on such a shoestring budget, hence the name, the shoestring tour.
Okay.
Yeah, that we've been staying in the dirtiest motels, and it's just been absolutely disgraceful. One of the nights, they put me up in this place, and like my room didn't have a bed in it. It was just like a bed frame up against the wall.
So what did you sleep in?
So I moved to another room, and then I had two crackheads trying to get in simultaneously. And I'm not even making this up. I wish I was. Like, hey man, do you do heroin? And I'm like, well, yeah, but it's mine, and you guys don't even look like you're gonna appreciate it anyway. So then I got bed bugs from that motel, and then it's just been a nightmare.
That does sound awful.
But it's fun. It's fun at the same time.
Of course you're having fun. Well, something that you had mentioned to me before the camera started rolling, I believe it was the sexy man diet?
The sexy man diet, yes.
Yes, tell me a little bit more about that, and for everyone watching, what is the sexy man diet?
The drummer and I have decided that we are to become sexy men. I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm not entirely sure how, but at one point you're going to see me and you're going to be like, God damn, Barnes.
It's just gonna be like, right? Everyone's just going to know.
When did you get so sexy? So yeah, we're although the drummer failed hard, he bought a bunch of donuts at Tim Hortons yesterday.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard crash right there.
Yeah, but it just means like no carbs, no dairy, no sugar. But my body is super angry about it. I've been really tired. I've just been for a sleep on the sofa.
Yeah, you were saying.
So yeah, but it's all good. It'll be worth it to be a sensual man.
A sexy man from the sexy man diet.
Absolutely.
You sent out a tweet the other day that really caught my eye, and it was, Portland, you sultry wenches, there was much rejoice and fondling of my man-teats.
Yeah, Portland was a handsy town, man. Portland and Dallas, just super handsy.
Yeah?
And I'm not going to pretend like I didn't enjoy it a little bit, you know?
I was going to bring that up. You seem to really just take it all in.
I don't mind, you know? I'm a sensual being. I don't mind if people want to fondle me. It's a lot of dudes as well, surprisingly.
Yeah?
Like right across the gender line.
Okay.
I had one lady just like full on. She's just grabbing every conceivable. And as a man, I guess I'm not really used to sort of being fondled. I guess for ladies it's more of an issue, right? Which is disgraceful. But as a dude, I was kind of like, oh, this is novel.
And it looks like you've been doing some friendship circles after the shows. I saw a photo of you sitting on a ground with a couple of fans. So was that kind of like a meet and greet type thing, or what was going down?
Yeah, they just they wanted to oh, they were so sweet. They were like 15 years old, and they'd planned out what they were going to talk to me about. And they wanted to show me the friendship circle and this internet thing where they'd like sort of jump into my arms, which looks incredibly dubious because I'm a 26-year-old man like carrying a small child out the door.
Two 15-year-olds.
I'm not going to prison, not again. Not after the accident.
Well, something neat that's happened recently is that your track Hellfire was actually used as the WWE official theme for Extreme Rules, which just took place. So are you a wrestling fan? 'Cause that's massive.
Yeah, I mean, listen, don't be fooled by my athletic physique. I'm not actually that into wrestling.
Okay.
It was super weird. Yeah, it was really cool to see that going on. And weirdly, the hotel I stayed in the night before last was hosting all the wrestlers.
Oh, sweet.
So I was just like hanging out in the lobby, just kind of waiting for one of them to come in so I could be like, hey, you know that song that comes on at the beginning of your thing? That's me.
If If you were to take on a wrestling gimmick, how do you think you would be? What would your persona be like? Barns Courtney wrestler.
I've often thought about this.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, many sleepless nights spent planning my wrestling career if this whole music thing doesn't work out. I think I'd be sort of like an old-timey thespian wrestler, you know?
Okay.
Like I'd have a fishing net and a petticoat and a top hat, and I'd wrestle people to submission with my whimsical verses and beautiful poems.
I just imagine you kind of like strutting right down the ramp. That's really something to envision right there.
You could walk down Piccadilly with a puppy or a lily in your needful greedy hand.
You're getting a contract as soon as this goes live.
And it would just be really confusing to them because they wouldn't be used to all that sort of poetic love.
Pizzazz.
All that pizzazz.
We of course have to discuss the Doldrums EP. First, congratulations on its release.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You're very welcome. Something awesome about this release is that you actually had Mr. Carl Barât coming in and out of the studio when you were putting some stuff together from the Libertines. And being a massive Libertines fan myself, I just have to ask kind of what that experience was like, because I know you dig him as well.
That was crazy, actually. Yeah, in all seriousness, that guy is one of the last real rock stars of our generation. We'd be in the most stagnant room, and he'd come in and play this guitar part in like he was playing Wembley Stadium, like thrashing around all over the place and like hair flying and sweat dripping. And there's like 3 of us in this little control room.
And he's still giving it his all.
And he could never play exactly what he wanted. He's quite mumbly, Carl. He'd be like, oh. But like it was like whatever he laid down was just incredible. And we'd often use the first take. And he's ludicrously well read. He's like making obscure references to like T.S. Eliot.
Really?
And be like, oh, we're going for a walk on that beach. What beach? You know, this is where T.S. Eliot used to ruminate. And I have no idea, Carl. I've never heard about that in my life. But it was an exhausting process. I mean, I'd just flown over from Los Angeles and went straight into the studio. So, you know, I was drinking like 3, 4, 5 Red Bulls a night, and it's just like nothing was working, and I was falling asleep on the sofa. We're doing like 14-hour days trying to cram this stuff in. So then we had to bring in something a little bit stronger, and I'm like doing 2, 3 lines of cocaine, not even for fun, just to stay awake in the studio. I mean, things got dark real fast. They got weird.
I like how honest you are with everything.
Oh, did I say cocaine? Sorry.
I think you did. I think you let that one slip just a little. Well, aside from releasing the EP Golden Dandelions is officially out, but you've also kind of been hinting at some other songs. You said some titles recently, so are those things all for the big record?
Yeah. Everything that I've been putting out and talking about is going on the album.
Okay.
So the album's been done for a while, but we're just kind of waiting for the bigwigs to decide when they want to release it.
Of course. Isn't that painful? It's like you have everything ready to go, and it's all kind of just locked up.
Yeah.
You've been working on it, and you're just like, just let me share it.
Exactly. I just want to shine. I just want to go out there and strut my stuff and sing all the melodies to all the people. But hence the name, the Doldrums EP. You know, like doldrums meaning to stagnate and sort of not be able to fully realize everything that you want to do.
Well, there's a song that you were talking about, and it's The Attractions of Youth. Haven't heard it yet because it's not yet released. However, the really cool thing about the track is you actually took a sample of recording a homeless man who was singing in French. Yeah,
that was outside Montreal.
Okay.
I just did a support for Tom Odell, and I went out for a cigarette with one of the fans, and this guy just came up and started singing to us in French. So I started recording him, and I brought the voice note back home, and he was singing in the exact same tempo and key as this song, The Attractions of Youth. I couldn't believe it, so I didn't even touch it. I just shoved it in on the end of the track. I do that a lot on the record, because a lot of it was recorded on the road from place to place. So I wanted to get that feel and let the listener kind of like hear the different places that I've been and hear the journey.
Are there any other weird samples or clips put into this release?
There's a guy from London who I met outside Tesco's. He's pretty cool. He's on the beginning of this track, Hobo Rocket, that I've got. A lot of hobos, weirdly. There's this amazing woman from Nashville who I don't think I can use because there's a Kenny G sample in the background. But she was like 75, 80, And she was the most inspirational woman I've ever met in my life.
What made her so inspirational?
Just the thing, she was like, you know, there are so many musicians out there who do their thing and they never get the recognition they deserve. And then she sort of like slowed down the car and turned around and looked at me. She said, so you keep plugging and chugging out there, sweetie. You gonna blow up. You gonna do you.
That is
Let's just put it like that. It's been such a long battle with the label to try and get it on the record.
Yeah.
I've actually memorized the whole thing. But Kenny G was on the radio in the background, Brazilian Nights, so I don't know if I can get it cleared.
I hope you can.
It's pretty cool. I might just put it out there into the interwebs.
I really want to hear that.
Just so people can hear it.
Compare what you just did to her. Put a side by side.
It's pretty much exactly the same. It might have even just been me. I don't know.
I want to do a little this or that with some bands that I know you dig. So I'm going to say 2 bands, and you kind of just let me know which one you're digging more right now.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so the first one would be Nirvana or Metallica?
Oh, I had Nirvana for now. I grew up singing Metallica covers, but Nirvana right now, for sure.
All right, the Black Keys or White Stripes?
Oh, well, these are so hard. Why are you doing this to me?
That's the point.
God damn it. Black Keys.
Okay, Fiddler or Temples?
Fiddler?
Okay.
These are all bands that I really love. Why are you trying to pit them against each other?
For the last one, The Clash or The Who?
The Who?
Okay. See, I thought that one was going to be more towards The Clash, so...
Oh, it's really difficult. I love them both so much. It's a very cruel and unfair thing you're doing here to try and make me choose one or the other.
Just so you know, that was the last one, so I won't put you through any more torture.
Oh, thank God for that.
To wrap things up, is there anything you would like to leave with all of your fans who will be viewing? Just any parting words?
Thank you for listening to my music, and I'm sorry about all the messages that I've sent you. Yeah, please don't sue me. All right.
Thanks again for joining me. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm supposed to speak into this thing. Yes. Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure. And remember, to everyone viewing, you can visit us at musicblogget.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. See you next time.